CI Kitchen is brought to you by Harvest Market.
It's considered the iconic condiment of the Midwest. We are talking ranch dressing. And joining me in the CI Kitchen today, guest chef Anita Dukeman is back. All right, it is almost the holiday that we celebrate ranch dressing, March 10th.
I'm glad you celebrate it too.
I love ranch dressing. What do you think it is about ranch dressing in the Midwest? We just seem to have this infatuation with it.
We do. It's creamy, it's tangy, it's everything good.
And it goes on anything and everything.
Yeah, maybe too much.
I was even reading today earlier that some people even put it on popcorn and Oreos.
Yeah. Why not?
That may be a little too far.
You know, my nephew introduced my kids when they were little to ranch on pizza.
I love it.
I haven't forgiven him.
Oh, no.
Yes, it goes on everything, and we dip our chicken nuggets and our
French fries.
Oh, onion rings. I do like that.
Yes, it goes on everything.
Yeah.
Now, there's a little history, though, behind it.
There is. Hidden Valley Ranch was an actual real place, and Steve Henson was the name of the rancher. He was actually a cowboy who created it, popularized it, was a plumber actually in Alaska, and he was feeding his coworkers. I'm not sure if it was his business or he just got the job of feeding his coworkers. That's unclear, but nonetheless, he fed them ranch dressing because that's the way they ate their vegetables.
And do you think he knew just how popular his dressing would become?
Ultimately, he did because it became his business.
So
he left Alaska and bought the Hidden Valley Ranch, which was in the mountains near Santa Barbara in California. It was a dude ranch. So then he's feeding his guests this great dressing. And then he sent them home with the packet, and then it became mail order. And then it grew and it grew and it grew. So he had this mail order business.
Wow.
That was around the 1954, and in 1972, he decided I've had enough, sold it to Clorox, and I think they still own it.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay. That's been interesting, I guess.
Yeah, so they put it in the bottle so it's shelf stable, and now we've got all the chips and
word,
everything ranch.
I'm a big fan. Now, I'm also a big fan of hummus, and we're kind of combining the two today.
We are, because why not? Ranch goes with everything.
Why not?
So I'm using the seasoning packet, which would have been one of those.
Okay.
And one thing about hummus, Heather, a lot of people have a problem with is homemade hummus is the texture. So cook the heck out of the beans. All right? Now, I like to do like the dry beans in my pressure cooker or Instant Pot, and then it doesn't matter about the skins, and I left a few.
So it's not as simple as, hey, let's open a can of chickpeas, dump them in the bowl.
Well, it can be unless you care about texture. If you want that silky smooth texture, you have to get rid of the skins. So you boil the can, immerse it in water after 20 minutes or so, drain, put it in water, soak it, shake them around, and then these little skins will come off. And I suggest maybe meditating or praying or something while you pull the skins out of the water, because it takes
a little while?
Or just, who cares about the texture, and go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our can of chickpeas here.
We do. So all we're going to do is add that. Now, this actually needs to, we're pretending this is my blender or my food processor.
Yes.
And then some olive oil. And keep in mind, ranch dressing isn't the healthiest, so we're making it healthy-ish.
Okay.
So we've got this great fiber and all the nutrients in those beans, protein. Of course, olive oil is that healthy oil, little lemon juice, garlic, which, keeps everything away.
Right.
Good anti-inflammatory. And then I'm using tahini, which is...
classic hummus.
It is, but you don't have to use it. I like the flavor. It's basically just sesame seeds, really high in vitamin K. So those building bones, if you've got teens or elderly, it's a great thing to have.
And then you're going to add in your ranch seasoning. Now, down here, you've also got restaurant-style dressing.
Yeah, they've got so many different kinds.
There is a difference, though, between, like, the dressing and then, like, the dip.
Yes, the dip is thicker.
I love the dip. Oh, my gosh, it cannot be simpler. Just throw it in a can of sour cream, and you're good to go. So good.
Exactly. So I'm going to add this. We're going to blend it up, and then we've got our ranch hummus.
We are celebrating National Ranch Day a little early here.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, well, stay tuned. In the meantime, if you want to connect with Anita and get a copy of her ranch hummus dip, she has a great Facebook page, she has a great website, and we will link up all of those at our website, CILiving.tv.